Getting married in Hawaii. I mean, come on, is there anything more romantic? You can just picture it, right? The warm sand between your toes, the sound of the ocean, saying I do with that perfect sunset in the background. It's supposed to be pure magic.
You can almost feel that soft breeze, can't you? Smell the plumeria in the air? This isn't just another wedding ceremony. It's the beginning of everything, all wrapped up in that incredible spirit of aloha. A moment you are never, ever going to forget.
And then, reality sets in. Look, planning a wedding is stressful, period. But planning one from thousands of miles away, now you're talking about a whole new level of complexity. You're trying to coordinate with people you've never met for a place you might have only seen online. So how do you make sure that beautiful dream doesn't turn into a total logistical nightmare?
Well, that is the exact question we set out to answer. We looked at all the options out there, we read the reviews, we dug into the services for couples wanting to get married on Oahu. And you know what? One name just kept popping up over and over again as the key to a truly perfect, stress-free day: Reverend James Chun. So let's dive into exactly why. Okay, so when it comes to your wedding day, every single detail feels huge. But the person actually standing up there with you, guiding you through your vows, that choice, more than anything, really comes down to trust. Let's see how an expert earns that trust, one couple at a time.
So first things first, let's talk experience. We're talking about over 2 decades in the Hawaii wedding industry. That's not just a number. That means Reverend James Chun has officiated thousands of ceremonies all across Oahu. He's seen it all, he's handled it all, and he knows exactly what it takes to make the day go off without a hitch.
And you know, his reputation isn't just with the couples he marries. He is a deeply respected leader within the wedding industry itself. We're talking board member positions, industry association memberships, even nominations for Officiant of the Year. What that really means for you is that all the other pros, the venues, the planners, the photographers, they all trust him to deliver. That's huge.
Okay, now this is a really cool detail that sets him apart. Before he was an officiant, he actually spent 15 years as a wedding videographer. Now, why does that matter? It matters because he has an expert's eye for how a ceremony looks and feels. He gets the timing, the positioning, the flow, all the little things that make sure every moment isn't just heartfelt, but also absolutely picture perfect. So, experience is one thing, but turning complicated stuff into something simple, that's where the real magic happens, especially when you're planning from so far away. Let's look at how all that expertise makes your life easier. If you're dreaming of that beautiful beach wedding on Oahu, you've probably run into this headache: the permits, the paperwork. It is a major source of anxiety for couples, and honestly, for good reason. It can be super confusing. Yeah, to get married on any public state beach in Hawaii, you don't just need a permit. You also need a $1 million liability insurance policy. I mean, that's a pretty big bureaucratic hurdle to try and figure out on your own from another time zone. And this, right here, is where all of that stress just melts away. Reverend James Chun handles the whole thing for his couples. He gets the permit. He secures the necessary insurance. It's that simple. You don't have to worry about any of that red tape. You just get to focus on, getting married. Another thing that can drive you crazy when planning a wedding is the budget and all those hidden fees, right? Well, check this out. The pricing is completely transparent and simple. You see exactly what you're paying for: the ceremony, a rehearsal if you want one, and that all-important beach permit fee. No guesswork, no surprises. It's just another way he builds that trust. All right, so we've covered the expertise and the seamless logistics. But what's the actual experience like for the couples themselves? I mean, that's what really matters. Let's hear what they have to say. This one from Steph and Kevin just says it all, doesn't it? It captures that feeling so many couples have, that initial stress and then that immediate wave of relief when you realize, okay, this person has got it. We're in great hands. Because it's really all about the day itself. I mean, logistics are important, but the feeling of your ceremony, that's what you're going to remember forever. Lauren and John's words here really highlight his calming presence, that gentle energy that makes the biggest moment of your life feel so intimate and special. So what if you're not a big planner? What if you decide to elope at the last minute? This quote from Marissa and McQueen shows just how flexible and responsive he is. Whether it's planned for years or just a few weeks, that constant communication is what gives you that total peace of mind. And in the end, it all comes down to this: the ceremony, the words. Couples say again and again that what he creates isn't some generic script. It's a beautiful, meaningful story that feels like it was written just for them. And that's what brings on the happy tears. So,
If you're out there dreaming of an Oahu wedding that is every bit as beautiful as you imagine and completely stress-free, well, the path forward is actually incredibly clear.
Here's the bottom line. When you book Reverend James Chun, you are not just hiring someone to perform a ceremony. You're partnering with an expert who handles the details, calms your nerves, and delivers a truly beautiful, heartfelt experience. You're booking peace of mind.
Ready to start making this happen? The next step couldn't be easier. Just head on over to his website. It's hawaiiweddingminister.com. All the info you need about services, packages, and how to book is right there waiting for you.
And hey, if you want a little inspiration to see the gorgeous locations and all the happy couples he works with, make sure to follow his journey on Instagram. The handle is @AhuMinister. It is the perfect way to start visualizing your own dream day. Which really just leaves us with one last question. After seeing how all the stress, all the paperwork, all the complexity can be handled by a trusted expert, doesn't that perfect Oahu wedding feel more real than ever? Could your dream day really be this simple and this beautiful? Everything we've seen says the answer is absolutely, 100% yes.